Hello, my name is Christian Chamberlain, and this is Retain. Retain is a 2D puzzle platformer in which you, the player, must travel through a crumbling world. The player needs to strategically switch between worlds in order to progress through each level. Traveling between worlds activates and deactivates various platforms of the same colors in order to open up varying paths for the player to move on. The goal of each level is to make it to the end and collecting a fragment. Fragments are used to reconstruct the memories of the character. After completing various stages, the player can return to the main hub world and see the memories that they have retained. This entire ordeal is going on in the mind of the character as they battle with the late stages of Alzheimer's and try to retain as much of themselves as possible. This concept is to help increase the knowledge of the masses that puzzle games have been shown to help retain long-term memories. As the story progresses, and with each memory reconstructed, the player will learn a new ability that they can use to assist them through the stages. Abilities like double jump, dash, and attack, to name a few. As each new mechanic becomes available to the player, the next stages will force the player to use them along with any mechanics available in the prior stages. The enemies that you will face are called the Fade. They are trying to take your memories, slowly pulling them apart piece by piece. At first you will have to just try and avoid the Fade, but once you gain the ability to attack, it is your turn to finally fight back. Most, if not all, of the concepts in this game have been covered in our previous classes, so as far as making the game work, I do not foresee anything too complicated coming up. The most challenging things I have run into myself while building the concept are interesting/challenging level layouts and being able to properly tell the story. The storytelling is more of an artistic problem, but that is an area that I love and I feel like I actually thrive in. I was able to create the art, logo, and sprite sheet, but the part that still worries me are the memories themselves and how we're going to portray them to the player in a meaningful way. This is something that, as a team, we can come up with to fit the game as well as possible. The level building dilemma is not a major one, it just takes time to properly lay out a level that will be both challenging and interesting for the player to partake in.